Hey guys, so prices are up double digits since the beginning of 2023. In this video, we're going to review the May 2023 Toronto Real Estate Board stats so you have a much better idea of what's going on in our marketplace. Here we go. Hey guys, this is Danilo from the King Realty Group. We've helped hundreds of people move in and out of the GTA, whether they're buying, selling, or investing. We have a lot of insight in what's going on in the GTA market, and we're ahead of the news reports as well because we have active buyers and sellers in the marketplace today. Today, we're gonna take a look at our May 2022 TREB, Toronto Real Estate Board stats, so you have a much better idea of what's going on. We're gonna take a look at a macro picture, how we got here over several months. We're gonna take a look at our month-to-month picture, what's been going on over the last few months, which has been very interesting. You should definitely pay attention to that part. And also we're gonna take a look at how we compare to last year, which gives you a little bit of a longer view. Towards the end though, guys, we have tips for buyers, tips for sellers, and tips for investors in this current marketplace. So you don't wanna miss out on that. And if you have any questions at all on the information that's provided here, make sure you're commenting below so we can, in real time, respond back to you and give you some more information. And there's some buttons down below if you wanna have some specific questions to us that we can answer for you as well, okay? So let's get going, guys. To get started, we're gonna take a look at our doc graph. It's gonna give us a long view of what's been going on in our GTA marketplace and how we got here today. And it's a nice visual as well, so let's put that up on the screen. All right, guys, so we're taking a look at our doc graph here. It's our average price all the way back from 2018. We're specifically looking at the tail end here, which gives us a better idea of what's been going on in our marketplace as of late. So we know the story from last year is that we had super high prices. They've come down quite a bit. We balanced out a bit, as you can see here, and like towards the summer months. And as of late, we've been coming up again in price, which has been very interesting to see from the beginning of the year. You see there's a bit of dip here in January, but then February, March, April, and now May included, we're jumping up in price. Very interesting story to tell over those last couple months. Believe it or not, our pricing has gone up since the beginning of the year. Yes, guys, so as you see in our previous graph, you see the trend over the last several months. We've been going up in price, and our month-to-month numbers that we compare tell the same story. So let's take a look at that. Okay, guys, so we're taking a look at our month-to-month changes here. Let's start here with our detached homes. We've had 4,049 sales in the month of May, an average price of 1.556. That's actually gone up 17% from the previous month. We've just had double-digit increases in sales. A lot of sales are going on right now, meaning that buyers are picking these properties up. The average price has gone up 4.52%. Detached homes over the last month, that's a significant increase for sure. Semi-detaches, we've had 787 sales at a 1.198 million price point on average. Sales have gone up 24% in the semi-detached property type, and they've gone up in price 5.51%. Really, it's that low rise market that we're seeing a bit of an increase. Obviously, a couple of years ago, those were the properties that were going up, flying in price. We're seeing a resurgence in average price point as well here. And just to let you know, we're looking at average prices throughout the GTA. This includes the 416 within Toronto and the 905, which is around Toronto. The 905 low-rise sales are what's really driving a lot of these price points. There's a lot of multiple offers going on just outside the city of Toronto. So townhouses, we've had 1,524 sales. $1.003 million is the average price, so just over $1 million. Up 24% on sales and up 1.73% on average price month over month. In condos, we've had 2,568 sales, $748,000 average price. Sales here has a double-digit increase as well, 18% up from the month of April, and we have an average price that has gone up as well, 3.36%. On the average price side, including all property types, we're at 1.196, and it's actually gone up 3.7% from last month. We're double-digit increases over the last several months. We were about 10%. Now adding this extra 3%, we're about 14% increase in price since the beginning of the year, which is incredible to see. This does line up with the dot graph that I showed you before, and you saw that increasing line graph. This is just to show you the numbers based on the property type. So yeah, all things are pointing up right now in the GTA. Very interesting story. So yes, guys, as you see there, our month-to-month changes are in line with our doc graph. You see that prices are going up in all different property types. I see that the most increase in price though is on low rise, so the detached, semi-detached, and townhome types of properties. And we do see that in general, there's a lot more activity, way more sales than last year. But let's take a look at our year-to-year numbers as well, because this is going to give us an interesting piece as well. Let's take a look at the inventory levels. How much listings do we have, active listings, new listings, and how it compares to last year. Those are on the rise a bit as well, but right now the market's super tight and we're still seeing a lot of buyer activity and buyer competition as well. So, if you're a seller right now in the marketplace, this could be a moment for you to, try to get capture some of this demand and get a good price for your home. Let's take a look at the year-over-year numbers. All right, guys, so here are year-over-year numbers. Let's take a look at sales first. So we have 9,012 sales in 2023. We're now surpassing last year's sales numbers. Incredible to see. Again, 9,000 sales in a month is very close to average. I would say that we're around the amount of sales that we should be seeing in the month of May, which is great to see more activity in the marketplace. Sucks if you're a buyer though, because there's some competition out there. Let's take a look at average price. It is lower than last year, however, not by much, right? We're almost like par. Look at this bar graph. We're like right beside each other here. 1.196 and compared to the 1.210 last year, we haven't dropped that much in price for the first time in a long time. Let's take a look at this summary. So as you see here, guys, our sales are up 24%. New listings are down 18 though. We have less new listings. Active listings are down quite a bit, 23%. So that's kind of what's keeping our market a little bit tight. Our supply is not keeping up with the buyer demand at the moment, and this is why we're still seeing more of a seller's market out there. And we're seeing that our buyers are running into competition and multiple offers even to this day. And we're in early June right now as of the recording of this video. Price point, guys, 1.2% lower than last year. Only 1.2% lower than last year. That's incredible to see because we've been experiencing double-digit losses or double-digit decreases year over year for a while now. This is the first time we're getting close to that zero, and who knows, maybe in a few short months we might start seeing a positive number. Really all depends. There's a lot of X factors as well out there, inflation, etc. So we'll have to see. Days on the market, guys, it's shortening up as well. 2 weeks on the market, 3 weeks on the market typically if you have a nice property. So yeah, we're well under the 30 days on the market that we were seeing a few months ago. Okay, very interesting stuff. All right, guys, so as you saw there, we took a look at our dot graph, our month-to-month picture, our year-over-year, and the story is pretty clear, okay? Our prices and our sales volume is increasing month over month pretty dramatically over the last few months. We do see that our supply levels are low, which is causing our inventory crunch at the moment and causing buyers to run into competitions, multiple offers, and for sellers to get really great prices. They may not be getting February 2022 prices still, but look, our prices are now starting to get in line from what people were getting May of last year, which is really crazy to see. Okay, and this is what we're experiencing as well with my sellers. We're getting really great prices. In some cases, record numbers, at least for the last 12 calendar days, months, okay? Very interesting stuff. So why is this happening? Big reason is because of inventory. We have a supply crunch. There's not enough inventory on the marketplace, not enough sellers putting their properties up for sale, but the buyer demand is there. Buyer behavior is better. We see that mortgage rates have kind of stabilized over the last few months, but we could be in for a little bit of a change there. We noticed last week the Canada bond had a movement and it increased our fixed rate slightly, so that did impact current buyers in the marketplace. And tomorrow, and as of the recording of this video, is the 7th of June, we're gonna see if Bank of Canada increases their variable rate. And I know that a lot of people are paying attention to this particular change because it could impact buyer behavior on the real estate side for sure. If there's an increase in interest rate, it could cause some people to stay on the sidelines again, and it may impact how things go over the next few months. We're gonna have to see how that goes. And a lot of people are guessing that there might be an increase because if you didn't know, a little while back, not a few weeks ago, we saw that inflation actually rose a bit when they were expecting it to kind of drop. So, increasing the interest rate from the Bank of Canada might be something that they use in order to battle inflation. It's going to have a negative effect on real estate sales and volume, most likely though. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days, and we're going to see over the month of June if that really impacts our numbers and how things have been going over the last little while. Okay. Now, if you are a buyer in this marketplace right now, there's opportunities for you guys. You should be pre-approved. You should, have all your ducks in a row, and you should have your eyes open, because what I'm noticing is that not all properties that are setting up offer dates, meaning they're pricing their property low in order to attract multiple offers and multiple buyers, it's not working out for everybody. I'm starting to see people go beyond their offer date, not sell, remove their property off the market and relist it at a higher price points and changing their strategy. A month ago, everything was kind of selling. Now I see that select properties are selling, the properties that are nicer, the properties that are in more sought after neighborhoods. Those are still selling within a week or two, but there are some properties that aren't getting their target price and are remaining on the market longer. Okay, so as a buyer, we got to look out for, read between the lines. If you're looking in a specific pocket, you got to be looking at listings that are sitting on the market, maybe at a higher price. You might be in an opportunity to negotiate directly with the seller on those, okay? Now, if you're a seller, guys, hey, the time is still here. There is still buyer demand. There is still multiple offers. If you're thinking about selling your property, this could be a moment and you want to kind of get into that sooner rather than later. We are moving into summer months, and typically speaking, buyer activity drops just naturally. And if we do have an increase in interest rate, that could impact your sale as well. We are seeing inventory levels increase a bit. So what that means is that you may have seller competition in your neighborhood a little bit more than what you were seeing a couple months back, and that could impact as well what buyers come to you, what number you get, all that sort of stuff, okay? If you're an investor in the marketplace, guys, again, I'm still sticking to this. There's a double whammy coming. You might still be able to get a great price today because prices are still lower than last year. Interest rates are high. So if you're able to buy a property that has at least a 2-unit or something that's cash flowing or at least breaking even, in the future, when interest rates do drop, whether that be in 2 years, 3 years, who knows, we're gonna have a lower monthly expense, which means your cash flow is gonna increase. You're gonna make more money per month. And likely when that happens, when that interest rate drops, we're gonna have a boost in our price point as well, okay? Now, if you have questions as to where to invest and what type of property, it really depends on your preference, right? Do you wanna be involved? Do you want more hands-off? Like, there's so many options, you know? So get in touch with us, guys, if you have questions about getting into the marketplace as a buyer, as an investor, or if you're on the fence about selling. Let's take a look at what's happening in your neighborhood. I'll give you some concrete apples to apples comparisons, and you're gonna have a clear picture as to what you should be doing after you speak with us. That is what I wanna provide you guys, some clarity, okay? Thanks for hopping on to this call with us, guys, or this monthly update. Use our buttons below to get in touch with us if you have any questions at all about this sort of stuff. We're happy to help. This is what we do every single day. We do know more about real estate than most people, okay? Daniel from King Realty, you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.